I'm looking forward to this one today. We've come to the fourth oldest course in St Andrews, and I think probably the most underrated of all the golf courses here. We're at the gorgeous Eden Golf Course. We're going to head out here and see if we can get in the red. It's been a while, but today is the day, even though there's a storm. Let's get it going. So the Eden course here, like I say, the fourth oldest course at St Andrews. We've got the old, the new, the Jubilee, then the Eden was built here, and it is underrated. It runs literally over the side of this hill here is the old course. I think that's the 14th or the 15th hole, is literally about 30 yards from over there. It's a par 70. It's 6,140 yards off the black tees that we're going to be playing today. There has been a storm coming through. The winds are gusting up to about 50 miles per hour today. I've been shooting round about 5 over, it seems, for every round, and my big thing today is I don't want any blow-up holes. We've just actually filmed a video this morning for tour tiers, had a couple of blow-up holes, and I've got some great advice from Fraser, who we shot that video with. So I'm going to try and implement that in this afternoon, but I think looking at it, off the slope it plays one harder. I think 70.9 on the rating and the slope. So I think 1-2 over is a good score today in this wind. One of the things Fraser talked about was like maybe having a rough idea of a target, but not doing too much damage. But we're going to go out here. We're going to play. We probably won't have any drone footage, unfortunately, because the RAF base is literally at the back of it, so we can't get it up. But I'm going to put course planners up so you can see stuff like that along the way. The first hole, a gorgeous par 4, 318 yards. The course starts up the right at 250 and up the left at 250. So I'm going to aim down the middle, hit my 4-iron, try and get it to about 200 and leave myself a mid to short iron in. Right, play well everyone. If you haven't already, give us a subscribe. Comment down below what you think the course, what my score will be, and also, if you've played the Eden, let us know your thoughts on it. Leave it wind. Oh wow, it's going to be one of those days. Well, I've seen it. Just hit the left rough there. I hit that nice, but that was really buffeting. I needed to hit it about 50 feet lower, but we're off and running. Right, not quite what I expected off the first day, 318, and I've got 140 to the front. It is seriously windy. Got to try and keep that ball as low as possible, but 158 middle, 178 back. I think I'm going to like chip a 6-iron here, try and get it sort of low and flat. Running up the green is my ideal shot. Hit it, wind. Hit it. Right. That was not bad, but no swing speed. I think I went down to 12 miles an hour there. It's a good sign of what's to come. A lot of the greens are quite undulating around here. See 2 tiers. This is back right corner. It's 30. Best part of 40 yards up to that flag. Just going to try and land it on the green and let it run up there. Oh, I've pulled it. Right yardage, good strike. Just pulled the pants off it. Right. Look very good. If you spin round, that is the old course there. That is where we were yesterday. Come on, wind. It's moving. It's moving. It's annoying. 4.5 there. Oh well, we move on. Tee shot was far too high in the air. Need to rethink the strategy. Need to rethink it. But it's not the end of the world there. Tough little start. I think the wind, we were up at the Dukes this morning and it was windy, but the estuary. The Eden estuary is right beyond, about 3 holes down, and you can really feel it coming in off there today, so going to be a big factor. The second hole is a par 4 straight back into the wind, 445 yards, bunkers down the left at sort of 200 to get by. There's one at 270 up on the right. This is like a par 5 today in this wind. I'm going to have to absolutely smoke driver, keep it low, peg it low, and then from there try and get up on. It's hard. I think I've got 5 layers on at the minute. At least it's not raining though, folks. At least it's not raining. That's what we've got to take from it. He was right, and that is centre strike for the minute. That will do. Positive shot, Matthew, well done. Oh, you're in for a real treat. Honestly, this golf course today, like I say, I think it is very underrated when it comes to St Andrews. You've got the Old there that everyone wants to play. The News, a very good golf course, and the Jubilee are. The Eden's one that gets left out quite a bit. People will maybe go and pick the Castle course over it, but it's a real test of golf, even though it's 6,000 yards, because you're that exposed, and the way the undulation of the greens are, it's a really good challenge out here. Found the fairway, got 195 yards to the flag. The front's only 180, but it's a false front. Playing into this wind at the minute, I think it's a 30-yard wind, so like 2 or 3 clubs. 195, I'd be 5 iron, 4 iron. I think I can hit my 5 wood high here. You know, I can hit 7 wood, but if that gets up in the air, I'm going to hit a 5 wood. Go amongst all my head covers, and I think I've got enough room with how penal and strong this wind is. 225 to the back. If this pops up in the air, I know it's getting there at least. Please keep going. Please keep going. I have absolutely nutted that. It's just got up in the air a bit, and it's about 40 short. That is how windy it is out here today, folks. I think I said 1 or 2 over. I shoot 10 over. Realistically, if they're all going into the wind like so, that's a par 5 straight away, not getting up in 2. I could have hit driver off the deck there, I think, then. Wowzers. Still got 63 to the middle, folks. I had 240 a minute ago. Got 50 yards to that flag. That is phenomenal. Bit of spin on that. I'll tell you what, this could be a wonder par. Driver 5 wood wedge. What a golf ball! You're tentative over that. Lovely. I just questioned then, I got over it, didn't remove the flag, first mistake, and I was thinking just be bold, and then because I had the flag and I thought no, don't hit it too hard, so I quit on it and pulled it. Just game management, Matt. Sloppy mistakes, and unforced compounded errors is the rhythm of my game at the moment, but I'm going to make a promise to myself now. I'm not putting another putt inside sort of that 10-foot circle with the flag in, because I just mind blip when I do it. Anyway, on to the third, another one back into the wind, 420. It's probably going to be driver 3 with this, but you're going straight out to the Eden estuary that you see there in the distance. Beautiful views, Lucas in the distance, the old air base, then you swing round, you're getting out to Broughty Ferry, and Carnoustie's out down this way. The old course just there, the new in the distance, and the beach further over that way. So it's a lovely little spot here. Got a couple of bunkers here, there's one on the right and one on the left, but it is a very, very generous fairway. In normal circumstances, the wind's going to be playing all kinds of havoc. There's one. Just bouncing on the fairway. It's been taken a little bit by the wind, which is going to make my second shot longer, but I've intended what I wanted to do, so that's all we got to keep doing. Execute. I feel like I'm going to go 5 wood again. I just 3 wood. I feel if I catch it out of this lie and it can go too far, could get one that just shoots. So I'd rather be chipping up the green, because at the back of the green it's the path down to the sea. Try and get this up there. Just shy right. It is hard in this wind to control the golf ball. Didn't get as high that time, which was nice, but not quite on line. Thought it was going to be a little bit further astray, but the wind's battered it. And again, it's gone about 175, 180 maybe, that 5 wood. Good news is that I've got a bit of green to work with. So I'm just going to play a 52. So even now I think that it's going to get hit by the wind. If I can just land it on and let it run up. Oh no, I've tweaked it. Sit. Such a simple shot, and I just keep cocking them up. Should have played that 58 back in the stones. Shouldn't wander ahead to the next hole, but I've just looked and it's 270 straight down the wind, so I feel like I'm getting a massive amount of respite on the next. Those last 2 holes have pretty much played par 5s there. I thought that was going to miss then. I thought that was going to miss. It's just snuck in. That feels like a bit of a steal there for us. Shame about the last, because I would be very happy with 1 over through 3, but 2 over through those first 3. Good thing is though, taking a bit of what Fraser said to me in Tortoise, aiming more central, committing to those lines, and I've hit probably 2 of the best drives I've hit in a long time. Now we turn down the wind, this is where you need to capitalise. 272 for the next, gorgeous view right next to the estuary here. It's crazy because in about 2 hours time, 3 hours time, that'll all be filled with water as the tide's starting to come back in, and it'll be up against the rocks. But we now face a lovely par 4, going straight down, 270 up to a raised green. Almost just got to bounce it on and try and keep it up on there in this, so we'll see how we go. Let's have a plan and see what we want. I think it's going to be 4 iron. The front of the green is 250, so if I can get something up in the air, which when the wind is this strong, it's hard to get it up sometimes when you're going downwind. But I think if I can get a 4 iron, bouncing and chasing, we could get up onto this. Not my best strike, but kick left for me. Kick left and keep going. Chase. Stay there, don't go down that hill. Stay, 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 go. Ah. It's got pretty much up to like pin eye of the front of the green and then run down the side. I really need to get an up and down here. Like a gift, this hole. Right, well, we're actually just shy of pin high here. I thought it was short, but this green, I think I'm right in saying an old Tom Morris design, and you can see that from the green structures. Very complex, not really flat as a pancake, lots of swales, lots of fall-offs by the side of the greens, raising up to them. I'm coming down, I want to be landing it round here, I would say. It'll get a little bit of a kill, and then it should run up the hill and trickle out. So it's probably like a 20 yards, 30 yards I need to fly it. Sit, sit, sit. Stay. Not too unhappy with that one. It's very hard to control it when you're chipping up to a blind shot, but then when you've got the swales and the wind whipping, not too bad, and the rough obviously to contend with, but overall pretty happy with that. So left to right are about 2 balls, but I think the wind's going to hold it straighter than it would potentially go. Get there, Matt. A little bit tentative, just thinking about not letting it slide by. I feel like I've missed an opportunity there, just with that being straight downwind, but given the tabletop green, it's not the easiest, so keep ticking them off. Keep ticking them off, that's all we've got to do. See, this one here is 150 to the flag. Raised green again, 2 bunkers right, 2 bunkers, 1 right, 1 left. It's a case of just trying to find the middle here. It's almost playing off your left shoulder, so I'm going to hit a pitching wedge pretty much at the stick and let it fall into the middle of the green. Push it, wind. Keep pushing it, keep pushing it. Just got it a little bit heavy, and I'm at the front of the green. It's going to be a good old 2-putt here now. I need to master sort of I could have probably hit 8 iron there, like half swung it and hit it flat, just not let the wind play too much effect, because I've hit a nice wedge, just a tiny bit heavy, and it's caught the front. I realistically was aiming to get it up on here and it would run to the back, but now I have got one heck of a 2-putt coming up the tier, and then it all runs away. Should be pretty good actually. Stop, stop. 10-footer up the hill. I actually thought that was spot on as it got up here, but the wind's just pushing it. And when he stands over one like this and knocks it straight in, you just get over put sometimes and you just feel like, I've got it. Thing about greens in St Andrews as well, they always look like a little, I wouldn't say crusty is the right word, but they don't look like perfect parkland greens, but they always roll like immaculately, and if you've got straight put like I just had there, you can just aim and just hit if you've got a decent stroke and you know it's rolling. Lovely, lovely 3 there. Right, now we're going to get a little bit battered by the wind again, everybody. Strap in. It's an interesting one here. 269 to the run out on this one. The wind's sort of whipping. I'm going to hit 3-wood because I don't think if I hit driver and I get a good one but it turns, it's just that gorse is just in play for me there. Yeah, good call that, because that's in line with sort of, we pulled it to the left there, rough that shot. It's in the gorse, so driver would have been stinky if not executed right. Fraser, thank you for helping me aim after all these years of playing golf. Well, safely aboard the fairway. 103 to the pin, 90 to the front, and it's, so again, if you just look at the green here, as we look at it, beyond it about 4 or 5 paces, there's looks a shelf behind it, a big swale. Also looks like there's a big swale to the left of the flag. It looks like a bit of a bowl, so I think I'm going to play a little bit right because the wind's here. If I can land it about 90 I think it'll get pushed into the hole there. Spin for me. Looks good. Pretty much how I envisioned it, so we're on the right track. We're doing some good things here after I would say a shaky start into the wind. We're finding our way. Right, we did survey the green correctly there. Old pitch just up here, it looks like, where we wanted to, and it's trickled down. There's that sort of, it's almost like its own tier down here where the pin is, and then there's loads of swales. It's one thing I love about like all the greens at St Andrews, whether it's the new Jubilee, there's nothing that's just like flat. Yeah, it's like a green, maybe one or two of them, but they've got little subtleties around them. But all these swales and humps and hollows you have to sort of feed the ball around. It's not just target golf, you've got to work it round. You're going out. Nearly forgot the rule, the golden rule there, kids. Nope. Oh, yeah. I thought that had wiggled right on me then, but we'll take it. I like that. We've got another one back into the wind now, so that couldn't have come at a better time. Beautiful. Right. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Okay, 336 yards back into it. Very well designed here. The gorse on the left's 190, then the gorse on the right is 260. So you're going to hit 3 wood down the centre, let it fall, and it should find sort of right fairway, right semi. That wind is so strong. Just clipped the trees out, grass out in front of me. I was trying to keep it low, but not that low. And we're just in the right rough, but it won't be too bad. Well, we were quite fortunate. I'd forgotten about that, which is actually for the 6. Well, you could argue it's for both holes really, because it's just off the fairway, but more probably equidistant from both fairways. But just fallen up shy, pitched in here. I've now got, God, don't want to 5 wood here. I've got 160 middle, 163 to the flag. Got to get it all the way up as well. Nothing for being short right. There's this trap down there that is just gargantuan. Get down, get down, get down. I think I've seen it. It's whether it's hopped into the gorse or not. Did quite well from there. Should be okay though. Quite fortunate. Pitch down on the sort of pathway down there now. Should be a pitch back up onto here. Oh, that's come out right off my blade. Sit, 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 sit. Struck it nicely, it just sort of squeezed right. Better get marked that quickly, because if the wind gusts, that could go down into the bunker. So the thing with all the greens as well, a bit like what you saw at the US Open, you know, the green here from front to back is 40 yards, but actually only 30 yards of it. That first 10 yards, almost probably 10 paces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paces, everything's running away, so it just makes them a lot smaller. It does have a banking back towards the middle, but then there everything's running away. So, you know, in this wind today, and this will be very apparent on the next, I'll be interested to show you how big the green is, but actually how much of it is in play, because I think you lose half a green just because of slope. I knew it never had enough pace. I was just hoping it'd carry on straight, and it wiggled. Yeah, bit of a poor chip. Hey ho. I'm not too displeased at that. Tough start, and these holes into the wind are just add a stroke on. You know, they're just brutal. But let's go and take a look at this 8th. Great hole. Incredibly small green, even though it'll say a big number for its yardage. So pretty much spot on with that, splitting in half. Green is 45 yards deep from front to back. At 23 yards though, a tear hits in, and if you just look up at the green now, you can see where that tear is. It's like a blue ski slope. Kids learn to ski on things like that. So you've got to make sure it's past that front part of the green, you know, 151 to the front, 173 to the middle. So 175 is the minimum number you can hit it, and it's got to be going forward at that point. So, got to be very, very calculated. There's also a bunker short right, a bunker short left. The sort of positive though, flags right on the top of that slope. Cheeky little scamps. Right, so 175, the wind is pushing it this way. I was thinking maybe 7, but I'm going to take a 6 and hit it to the back of the green, and then just lag the putt up 2 foot short and run away like a scared little boy. Oh sh**. This is my golf summed up. That's draw. I've actually hit a draw there and it's still moving right. Go in the hole, run quick. That is just, oh, it just got up in the air, struck it nice, and the wind's just humped it into the gulf. I found the golf ball. Don't know whether I can actually get in that hole to play it though. The good news is, if I can get it out, the only issue is, if I hit that, can I keep it on that green and not go down the tee? Because 3 off the tee, 4, 5. I reckon I can make 4 from there. Gonna need a set of tweezers later to get these thorns out of me. Is this stupid trying to play this? Ah! Now, I'm purely doing this obviously for content purposes. In a tournament, I think I would 100% drop this. A little flick forward and let the land do its job. Did it come out? Ah! Right. The Great Escape's on, everyone. Definitely need medical attention. Come out pretty well with that. Right, this could be the greatest up and down ever happen on the YT. I had visions of that just rolling off, like hitting it out and it going down there. I then put it up, it comes short and I actually make a 6. But we've got this for par. Oh no! I was about to just step that in and the wind hit it right at the end and it just moved it over the hole, but overall I think a bit of a get out of jail there. Oh, bogey, not the worst in the world. Right, on to the 9th. Only a shot dropped, which from that circumstance wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can battle back. Let's keep it going. I'm quite not overly displeased with the score at the moment because, like I say, the wind is really blowing. The course rating itself is that you would play 1 over normally, and I think probably for me a good score today, like I said, on the first was like, oh, level, but if I get in at 4-5 over given this wind, we're on to something good, I think. Right then folks, after the greatest, was it Michael Caine's The Great Escape? There we go, nearly happened then, nearly happened. We've got a par 5 straight down the breeze, 503, 4 at worst here. Gotta pick something up. We've got the world to the left as well, so I'm gonna go a bit down the left and let it come back. Oh. First one I've not aimed straight on and I've overdone it into the gorse, I think. I've got my golf ball, it's just here, just hopped into the gorse, so I'm going to take 2 clubs unplayable. 1, 2. Need to get that ball out. That was the first one where I've aimed off the fairway, trying to hit a big sort of shaping shot and come out of it, not hit it how I want. Penalty shot now, which is annoying on a par 5 when it's downwind. I should have just aimed down the middle and made a normal swing, and then I can at least get somewhere away instead of trying to do too much. But we live and learn. That's not too bad. Right, 235 centre. Keep cutting, keep cutting. Come into shot, keep going. I pulled it a tad, but we are on the green. If only I hadn't have the penalty shot. Silly boy. What a moment. If we could sneak this little bad boy in, I feel like we've got the ultimate get out of jail card. Good putt, Matt, get in. I got so worried about speed then, thinking it was going to zoom off. Seem to keep following like a mistake with a 3-putt. Whether that's just concentration, because I do tend to think about my score as I'm doing it. And that's a bogey now after actually hitting a great wood in. 4 over for 9, 5 bogeys and a birdie. Come on, back 9, 4 under. This 10th hole looks like a great green. Really running from back to front. Wind into and off the right. Score again. Just seem to be destined to shoot about 4 or 5 over. May as well just walk to the 18th and write that score out at the minute. Wind's off the right. The pin's 180 to the middle. We're going to battle back, folks. We are going to battle back to a fantastic score. Kick right for me, do not kick left. Softly, 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 soft. Terrible golf strike, but it's not worked out too bad with pin eye. Nothing too wild here, it's going to kick right off this little knuckle to the edge of the bunker. Cozy up, move on. An undramatic 3. Don't put it down on the scorecard yet though, I could still cock this up. See, that's like, that shot that I've just hit off that tee was actually the worst golf shot I've hit all day. It was nearly a shank, right out of the bottom, but it just bumbled up to the front, and then you just 2-putt. Like, that's how I need to have my mistakes to be made. Like, oh, you hit a bad shot, but you just go dirt par, instead of having a bad shot and then just following it up with just mental errors and just sloppiness. because it's starting to drive me insane. This round's going to age me about 6 years. Just trying to get through it. It's pretty open wide. The gorse here off the tee makes it look a lot worse than it actually is. The edge of the gorse is the middle of the fairway, so just need to driver, commit, straight down the middle, no funny business, and let it swing. Ooh, wind's getting it. Leave it, wind. Leave it. In the rough on the left, but not too bad. This is a sort of day where, you know, you'd play a club match and Brian, who's 67 years old, only hits it like 180, 190 with driver, beats the young buck because he just hits it dead flat and just bounces it along the ground instead of trying to get it up in the air and hit all these wonder shots. Brian just hits 3 down onto the green, taps it in, thanks for the 4. See you again, no dramatics. Wind's taking it out, we're 143 to the middle. Jesus. Can we have a let up again? 150 straight into it. That's like 200 yards, isn't it? Punch 4 to the middle, hope and pray that it gets up there. Yeah. Hit it now, wind, make it go left. Nutted that and I'm still shy. This is like, if the Mizuno tour van was here now, I'd ask for a couple of 2 irons to be built with 150 gram shafts in them so I could only get it 10 foot in the air and not let the ball balloon. You need the flattest of flights. I'm like, if that's like 3 yards shy of where it's got to, it's down the slope, it's just in a world of misery, and I'd just be, I think at that point I'd be just broken, just flat out broken. But now, up the tier, no giving for a 2-putt this. Right then, come on, cling on for dear life. Get going, get going, get going. The wind's just absolutely nailed that up. I hit that very hard then. Right, come on Matty. Silly 3-putt. This one's 322 anyway, down the wind. 336 actually off the backs. It's a dogleg left to right, but the way the wind's going, it's sort of off the right essentially here. So I can go down the right, middle right, bunker at 245 to fly. Should be okay. And then maybe get this on, make a birdie, creep back. Need 4 holes consecutively down the wind now for 4 straight birdies. Be the right line, please. Don't know if that's got on. I think it might have done. I saw it bounce and then it sort of kicked left out of sight, but maybe front edge. The tides might have turned here. They might have turned. Nice drive, to be fair. Just landed in all this stuff and it sort of killed it and popped out. I think I would have aimed again a little bit more central. I probably could have got the front edge, but not to worry, we're only 30 yards from it. Just got to pitch it up between probably just landing it on the front edge now and let the wind push it down. Could do with a chip in really. That would make my day. Happy with that one. Thought it was going to a little bit more, but it's good. Positive signs that even when it's still not quite going to plan, I can keep battling, try and chip away at maybe a few more back. Right, come on, birdie time, hammer time, jackhammer. There we go. Cheeky three, folks. A cheeky three. Easily done. More holes like that. Well, that was quite a good hole, that. 13. Plain sailing, a bunker at 270 up the right, and a bunker at 301. So it's just smash and there up the right hand side. The wind's whipping off the right. Oh, we get him down the middle. Just don't have to think about anything when you aim down the middle, just let the club swing. Why did it take me this many years to figure it out? 127 to the flag. Wind whipping off the right. Just going to get the pitching wedge in the back of the stance and aim at the heart of the green and let the wind just bring it round. I've shanked it. Actually shanked it. Look at that divot. Looks like a skinny weasel. I literally think the game of golf is trying to push me to my limit at the minute. Like, are you going to quit? Are you going to have enough? I won't quit, but that is just frustrating. It's not overly difficult, this one. A little bit of uphill, a little bit of right to left. Let's make something magic happen. Break and go. So close, so close. Right on line, just had a little jump along the way off the fringe, but tidy up here. Oh, got to take them flags out, folks, otherwise they'll be sneaking inside your head. Onwards we go. It's a good golf swing, that. Isn't it? Aim down the middle and just punt it. Right, come on. It's very, well, if you just come round here, you'll see the size of the green. Quite large and in charge. It's only 147, but we've got 147 and the wind is going to be straight off the right. I'm going to hit a little knocky 8-iron. We can get that in close and give ourselves a chance. I fancy maybe fighting back to a good score here. Leave it, wind. Leave it. On the green. Just needed to get a little bit more cut on that one. It was the right thing, but almost too straight, and the wind's just taking it a bit there. Right, we've just run through the back. This is a roller up, run off putt. Don't leave it short, Matt. Right in the jaws. Right in the jaws. We're going out. If I can get you out. It's a very simplistic par, no stress really, but we needed a birdie. Right, 4 holes to go. Good par 3 here, then a 5 and a 4 and a 4. Could do with a Uno. The flag on this par 3 15th is 150 today. The water goes all the way up to the front, but like I say, it's on the left and the wind's whipping off the left today, so not really an entity. Got 8 iron, just going to flight it down and try and get one in close. Begin the fight back. Just a tiny bit shy. I thought it was good, it just sort of stalled a little bit. Needed to get it a bit lower, but we can knock it in from there. We can knock it in, lads. See there, simplistic, easy, easy money. That's how like my mistakes should go. I'm going flagging, I'm doing it. Try to knock it back out then. It's another par. We're running out of holes to come down. We've only got 3 and we're 4 over par. I mean, getting in the house at 4 would be good. 536 yards this par 5. Here's me thinking we're going to get a bit of respite. There's 4 bunkers. It is a wide open fairway. Old me would be tempted to aim like down the left rough and try and move it with the wind, but I'm going to aim just off the left centre because the bunkers that we will see, 243, 243, so they are in play a bit. Leave it wind. That'll be an interesting one because it's just above the top right of the bunker. This is where I need to be sensible. I'm clinging on to the back here, balls above my feet, the wind's going that way. I'm 265 yards from the front. I'm not getting 3 wood there, so just got to hit a 4 iron. See if I can stand with a 4 iron. Shorter club, don't have to go back in this. Missed that trap. Oh, that had a nasty kick right when it landed. Should be okay though, it's just the semi down there. Right, we're going to have to make a birdie the old fashioned way. Hitting a good pitching instead of, you know, the old power game. It's gone mad, roll it back lads. Roll it back. Remember when I said the estuary would fill up? It's pretty much done it now. That was all sand when we were on like 7 and 6, and now it's fully, you can see it just over here where you're at the sort of the 4th tee where we were. You can see now over to the corner there, water's right up to the rocks. Amazing how quick it comes in and out. Right, 130 yards up to the flag. Wind's still very whippy. I feel if I play a little 9 iron, try and keep it down, hit a sort of flat runny shot. The right number. I just can't believe how far that's gone. Come on, anyway, pitch it up onto here. Let it roll. It's a good chip, to be fair, from a bit of a snarly light at the back. It was a good effort. Let's get that stick out. Get stick out for me, cock. I'm walking in. Walking him in. Never mind the distraction, still a lovely up and down, but I would have liked to have had maybe a chance at a birdie there. Wasn't to be. The 17th is 424 yards out of bounds running all the way down the right. This is one that I will have to actually aim not central because it's narrow. There's bunkers to get by. At like 220 to fly, I think they were. Yeah, 240, so I can aim on the left and let the wind do its business here. Aim left but act as if that's straight, so you still make the same swing to that fairway there. A little bit necky, but it's a perfect shot. Right, we've got 150 to the flag. We've got a wedge out here because it's the same as the last hole. Wind's sort of here. I'm going to try and turn it into it and let it ride that wind because I need to get this one close. Need to. Go on, wind. Do your job. Ooh, that's close. Just could have done with another yard on that so it didn't catch the bunker at the back, but we've got about 15 foot for birdie. It's happened. It's happened. It's a birdie. Oh, that walking that way is just tugging me out there, I'm out of breath. Right, one hole to go. We're 3 over par. Did say at the start 1 or 2 over was a good score. I feel like I've left a few out here with silly. I've had 2 3-putt bogeys and a few other just soft bogeys. So there or thereabouts. This 18th though is a tricky little number. This course, what I would say about it as well, it's now, what time are we on? It is 4:30 as we got to here. We teed off at 1:30, I think it was, so we've been round 17 holes in 3 hours. I think this golf course is the perfect, if you're on a trip to St Andrews, it's like the perfect first day course. If you've travelled some distance, it's not overly testing in terms of the length of the walk. There's some good holes on it. There's a little bit of let up. There's some tough holes, especially in this wind. If it wasn't, you know, this level of wind that we're seeing today, I think it'd be a great first day course that you could just ease your way into links golf, seeing heather, seeing pot bunkers and bouncy fairways, and then you get yourself onto some others. And even if you're coming up and you're looking for something that's a little bit cheaper, I think, you'll have to check and we'll put the prices on screen. I think it's about £90 for a round, maybe a little less, and in shoulder season it's definitely going to be less than that, and it's in fantastic condition and still a good test of golf. So it's one that, if you are in the area, like I said at the start, it's underrated. It's a great test of golf and well worth giving it a try. 235 the last bunker to get over here in the fairway. Hole's 336, so 3 wood, let it move a little bit right on me. And then pitch it on, I'll pitch it in, tap in, and we've had a fight back. Pulled it past the trap, so we're okay. Right, a slightly shorter angle as well for me there. Onwards we go. Right, just 78 yards left. It's going to be a little 52, run up the green. Get it running like a putt so we've got a chance to hole it. I've obviously been playing like a true demon. Little drawy one to hold it against the wind. It had a chance. It had a chance. Oh, right, we've got a putt for a birdie to get us to 2. That was quite a nice little shot, that. So, I'm not going to get in the red today. I did say 50% was my goal. We're not quite achieving that at the minute, but I think we're not far away from you know, putting some good numbers in. Just got to cut out these soft mistakes, keep the good stuff in there, wipe all that away, and we're on the road to a good score and hopefully earning that win in my professional events. So doesn't look like we're close at the minute, but I definitely feel I'm on the right track. Hope you've enjoyed this. Like I say, if you ever get the chance to come, or you're near the Eden, come check it out, come play it, because it has been truly stunning. And thank you to the Links Trust for letting us come out here and film. I'm going to knock that in, and then we're going to wander off into the sunset. Pushed it. An annoying pot at the end, that just a little pushy. I knew it was going to go right. Didn't trust it. Well, start to finish, 3 over par. Not my best, not my worst. Guys, thanks for watching. See you in another episode very soon. It was very enjoyable, that golf course. Very enjoyable.